This video tutorial looks at the mathematical strand of real number, and more specifically we're going to focus on converting between fractions, decimals and percentages. So when we're looking at fractions and decimals to percentages, the first thing you need to understand is that percentage means out of 100. Okay, so we need to make sure that we can get our fractions to out of 100 or our decimals into a decimal that's going to be over 100. Essentially, the way you do this is just by multiplying what you've got by 100. So as an example, we've got 1/10 or 0.1. All we need to do is multiply by 100. 1/10, and if we multiply by 100 over 1, we end up with 100 over 10, which we know gives us an answer of 10%. If we've got 0.1 and we multiply by 100, remember that we just move our decimal place 2 spots, which gives us an answer of 10%. So you can see that we've actually got the same answer both times just by multiplying by 100. So let's have a look at some examples. Here we can see that we need to convert the following decimals to percentages. Now remember that all we have to do is multiply our answer by 100. So if we multiply 0.63 by 100, that's going to give us 63%. If we multiply 1.47 by 100, that's going to give us 147%. The next example says convert the following fractions to percentages. Well, remember that all we have to do is times our answer by 100. So if we times this by 100 over 1, that's going to give us 500 over 25, and we can cancel that down, remember. So if we divide by 5 on each side to cancel down, that's going to give us 100 over 5, which we can also divide by 5 again, which is going to give us 20 over 1, which is therefore 20%. In our second part, we've got 7 over 9. Remember, we need to times this by 100, so that's going to give us 700 over 9. That's the same as saying 700 divided by 9, and all we need to do then is use a calculator to work out 700 divided by 9. And that's going to give us an answer of 77, or approximately 77.78%. So now we're looking at going the other way. Okay, now we're looking at converting percentages to fractions and decimals rather than decimals and fractions to percentages. Again, you need to remember that percentage means out of 100. But when you're converting away from percentages, okay, to fractions and decimals, we don't multiply by 100 anymore. Okay, we divide by 100. So as an example, you've got 72% as a percentage, obviously. 72%. We want to divide by 100, right, in order to get it to a decimal. So if we divide by 100, that's going to give us 0.72 as a decimal. Let's say we've got 72%, and we want to divide by 100. That's going to give us 72 over 100 as a fraction. We can cancel that down to 36 over 50. That can be cancelled down again to 18 over 25. Okay, so let's have a look at some examples. Here you can see that we're trying to convert the following percentage to decimals. So remember that we divide by 100. So 34 divided by 100 will give us 0.34. Here 240 divided by 100 will give us 2.40, or simply 2.4. The bottom bit says convert the following to fractions. Well, 44% literally means out of 100. So this becomes 44 over 100. That can be cancelled down. If we divide by 2, we end up with 22 over 50. We can actually divide by 2 again, and that's going to give us 11 over 25. 0.6% becomes 0.6 over 100. Now remember, we can't have a decimal in a fraction, so this is actually going to become 6 over 1000. We can cancel that down to become 3 over 500. Okay, I'd now like you to have a go at some practice questions. In the next slide, the question's going to come up. If you could pause the video, have a go at them. When you think you've got the right answer, continue the video, and we'll check and see how you went. Okay, so as stated, here are the practice questions. Please feel free to pause the video, have a go at the questions, and when you think you've got them correct, continue the video, and we'll see how you went. Okay, so let's see how you went. The first question says, convert the following decimal to a percentage. We know we need to times by 100. That's going to give us 86%. Second question says, convert the following fraction to a percentage. We know we're going to times by 100 over 1. That's going to give us 500 over 8. We can cancel that down, and that's going to give us 250 over 4. Now we can just do 250 divided by 4. That's going to give us an answer of 62.5%. And our last one, it says convert the following percentage to a decimal and then to a fraction. Well, to get it to a decimal, we divide by 100. That's going to be 0.85. We know 0.85 is 85 hundredths, so this becomes 85 over 100 as a fraction. We can cancel that down and we'll end up with 17 over 20.